We all want to be in our classrooms on the first day of school. We all want a fair contract. We want to be with our kids, and so this is hard on educators.
That's a teacher in the Camas School District who will not be at work today. Instead, she and more than 400 others will be going on strike after the district and the teachers union failed to agree on a new contract.
Yeah, the strike is expected to officially start at 9 o'clock this morning, but several teachers are outside Camas High School right now. That's where our Devon Haskins is live for us today. Good morning, Devon.
Yeah, good morning, guys. So just in a couple of hours, 450 teachers and educators will go on strike here in the Camas School District. That strike, as you said, is supposed to start at 9 o'clock today, but a few of them are here this morning. Mark Gardner, one of the teachers here at Hayes Freedom High School within the district. Tell me, what is the union asking for?
Our top priorities are really centered on using our contract to provide equitable access to things like music and PE across all of our schools so that the patrons in our community and the kids in our community, it's not kind of roll of the dice to whether or not they have access to those kinds of programs, supporting smaller class sizes, especially at the elementary, kindergarten level. And when we came to the table, we actually didn't come to the table asking for more money. A lot of times people assume that when there's a strike or a union action that it's all about someone's asking for a raise. We came asking for the district to just honor the commitment they already had, which was a cost of living adjustment that was in our contract in 2020. Weren't coming asking for more pay, and unfortunately, the district's response was a de facto pay cut. And so our priorities really are student-centered. We didn't come into this bargain fighting about money, and that's where it's gone, unfortunately.
The district says that you guys have lowered your class size request. You kind of explain where it's at, and if you want to explain that point.
So at this point, the things that are still on the table are less about class size. There is some of that in terms of the numbers at kindergarten in particular, but I believe that they may be either at or close to an agreement on that. Really what's remaining has to do with funding for the programs like music, library, PE, and across mainly our elementaries, but all of our buildings. And then the sticking point really, and the big item is salary, unfortunately, even though that wasn't something we were seeking to bargain this year.
You were telling me off camera, but this is something that's never happened before. Camas has never gone on strike.
We have never had a strike in the history of the Camas School District. We came very close in 2018. We voted to authorize a strike, and that was the year that several other districts in the region did go on strike, but we were able to ratify a contract literally on Labor Day, the day before the first day of school, and kids missed no school.
School canceled today. Kids in every school here in the Camas School District supposed to go back to school is what's the first day of school. School will now, whatever snow makeup days or later days will be used to kind of make up any days that are lost because of the strike. This could extend the school year. This does not impact coaches. Coaches are under a different contract.
Correct. So athletics practices, the scheduled games or matches are still going on as normal. Those occur outside of the school day. Our coaches who are teachers or employees, once the strike action, the end of the school day, they'll go to practice.
Which is 3 p.m.
Yeah, 3 p.m. is when the work action is going to stop today. Yeah.
So what do you make of the district saying this is their final, best, and last offer?
In negotiation, it's always back and forth. I've been at the table in 2 negotiations, including the one in 2018 that came right up to the precipice of a strike. We're hoping that they recognize that what we're asking for is reasonable and sustainable. Real key that we want our patrons to recognize is there's a pattern in our district of really overestimating expenses, including personnel expenses, and underestimating revenue. And that pattern has been consistent for years and years and years, at least 7 years based on the data that I see. And what that means is at the end of the school year, the district is ending with more money than they expected every single year. And so there's something in the calculations that is not correct, and those calculations that are incorrect are driving their decision making. So when they think that they can't afford what they already agreed to, the reality is they can. And historically, they've shown that they can. And there's a lot of scare tactics in the community about those numbers right now.
Well, Mark, I appreciate your time this morning. Thank you. Guys, we're going to send it back to you.